coast of regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Black 20. Check black 21. Who that?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hold on. Check. You got time right there.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
We're good. Hey, tonight. Hey, zoom. You.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice.
Say, lock it. Hey! Go.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Let's go. Go. Big grip.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Giants! Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's Gurley.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They are going for Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I got you. Show it.
Louis. Hey, exit.
Check your heart rate. Jim.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Yes.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Mike 56.
Hey. Snap.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
That's how you score.
Darius Slayton, an even 90 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 23. Check 26. Check 26.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Now it's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Mike, check, 59.
So don't say nothing. Go. Five.
Jones now back to the air on second down. And that is incomplete here. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Look at me. Go. Leo. Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Now Jones on third down. That ball complete to Isabella. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
58's the money. 58's the money. Here we go.
Check, nickel.
Hey, Sam off. Topper. Hey, wahoo. Hey.
Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready? 15 line. 6-6, pull it high. Beat him.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I don't think you got it, son. Kill.
Ric Flair. 17.
Check Mike 21.
Goff now to throw.
Let him know.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Jones now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Joker, 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 Joker.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
From the 50, it's Goff. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. This is caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Another try for Barkley. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
180. Score now. General West.
SOS.
Super.
SOS. Check. Crunch.
Five.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Go. Hey. Get it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. This is Jennings. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Jennings has it. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Orbit.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
16 Warriors.
X3. 218. Chop. Now.
Jones now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw left side, complete to Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Cal, recon, 132 fighter.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Motion, motion, motion.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
We got 3, we got 3. Cal.
Goff on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And it is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey!
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Throwing on first down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The 1st down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21. It's on.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Rosas to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Saquon Barkley. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.